Let's speak to our South East of England reporter Jeff Moody, who, well, very luckily has the good gig of being on Bournemouth Beach this morning. Very good morning. She's disappointed that you're not in your swimwear. Perhaps you'll be able to squeeze in the swim a little bit later on. How busy is it there this morning?
I have got my shorts on, but I'm not going to show you those. I did think it was going to be a lot hotter, if I'm honest.
Okay.
I'm going to have to be honest with you. It's
Yes, please.
fairly cool and nice and pleasant here at the moment. The sun is behind some clouds. I must admit, when it does come out, it does start to get a little bit hot. But on my thermometer on the car, it only said it was something like 17 degrees, so not too hot yet. People are out jogging, walking. They're taking their dogs out for an early morning walk before the sun gets too hot, because it is predicted to get very, very hot indeed later on. So far, though, bit of a contrast to what the Met Office is saying. The Met Office is saying this heat wave means widespread impacts on people and infrastructure are expected. Substantial changes in working practices and daily routines will be required. It's going to sizzle later. The forecast at the moment says that'll be sometime this afternoon, but it's going to be, in some parts of the country, hotter than the Bahamas, hotter than the Sahara, hotter than Athens too. Well, the government has declared a national emergency. I don't see a national emergency quite yet, but they've declared one. There was a COBRA meeting at the weekend, and contingency plans have been put in place, particularly around schools, to make sure that children can keep learning in extreme heat. A lot of schools are saying that children can bring their PE kits and wear their PE kits today. Some schools are closing down in places in London just to make sure that there's no problems there. Network Rail are saying that you must only travel if absolutely necessary. The lines themselves will get really, really hot, and trains are on a go slow to try and deal with that. So Network Rail is saying, if you possibly can, don't use the railways. Well, we're used to that by now. Concern, of course, for the NHS, which is overwhelmed at the moment as it is, but they've brought in new ambulance drivers to try and deal with what they see as a potential rush. Concern, too, that people are going to be waiting in ambulances for long periods of time, waiting to get into the hospital. So the NHS has set up a target, the Department for Health has set up a target of just 30 minutes waiting to get inside a hospital. Warnings not to play with water after we have seen a number of deaths. On Saturday, a 16-year-old boy died after swimming in Salford Quays. And the Met Office is even saying that if you're fit and healthy, you could also lose your life over the next couple of days. So the message is, use your sunscreen, drink plenty of water, and stay indoors if you can.